Welcome back to another video. It's Bradford v Mansfield Town match preview. Let me know your score predictions in the comments down below. It's going to be an interesting game. The running is, I think it's starting here. I know it's a bit early, maybe 20 games or so to go, but we've got some big games coming up, and you could say it started Wimbledon with the big games that we're following it. But Mansfield are going to be a tough team to play against. I think they sold out the allocation. They brought 1,700. They're going to bring a fair few, which is good to see because not many do in League Two. And on a level of us, it'll help us, I think, because our own form's been terrible. But the atmosphere hasn't been that good anyway. Whether it's our fault because we haven't, it's us or the players not performing. Sometimes they have, and the atmosphere hasn't been great. But you could also blame it on the away fans. I mean, when someone's bringing 200 fans to Valley Parade, and it's a Tuesday night, then you're not going to be up for it as much as a team bringing 1,700 fans and being outsung. You go a level above, and then the performances go above that as well. So I think it'll be a good game on the pitch, and I think the performance levels will go up because of the atmosphere at Valley Parade. So I'm very much looking forward to it, and the running I'm looking forward to as well. The big games coming up. This one's one of them. Two teams on inconsistent form really. Let's go into the results. Obviously we know ours, a 0-0 draw to Stockport, a 0-0 draw to Wimbledon. Not bad draws, clean sheets, foundation set like I said against Stockport. Draw against Stockport were against the best team in the league at that point. They've since drawn one and lost one, I think. 3 without win. We were at the heart of that. Wimbledon, we're down to 10 men, and again away from home, clean sheet against one of the teams that were in form then. Rochdale was obviously a tough one to take, 2-1 against a team that's probably the worst team in the league. We needed to win that. Salford, good win against a playoff promotion rival. Harrogate, a good win following a 1-0 defeat to Carlisle, which wasn't our best performance of the season. We've since played a 4-2-3 1 and a diamond in those games. It looks like we could be changing to a 3-5-2. Let me know your thoughts on that in the comments down below. Mansfield's form, the beat Doncaster 4-1. Really responding after 3 without win with a draw to Crewe. There might have been a red card in that, I'm sure there were. They were 2-0 up against Barrow and lost 3-2. They lost to Walsall 2-1. They beat Harrogate 2-1 and drew to Northampton 1-1. So some good results in there, and then some, your Crews and your Walsalls and Barrow when they were 2-0 up, they'd have been wanting better from that. We've had 20 points from 13 at home, which ain't good enough. And they've had 19 from 13 away, and the sixth in away form, and we're 15th in home form. Not too similar points, but obviously you get more points away from home, and obviously teams win more at home, so that knocks you down a bit. So like I said, our home form hasn't been that good. We're joint 6th for form, 8 points from 5. They're 10th for form, 7 from 5. So hasn't been bad form really. Some good points in there and some good wins in there, but like I said, the Rochdale result is a bit of an annoying one, and both teams are on bad form. We had a lot of scorers in the top 10 at this current round. In terms of we've scored 31. Obviously, Andy Cook is our top goal scorer. He's scored just under half of our goals with 13 in the league, 16 in all competitions. A lot of fans think he should be playing. He probably should be. Whether we can try play Oliver and Cook together, we should take the most of that. Whether it's Oliver on his own, whether it's Cook on his own, or whether like Cook's been dropped for Oliver, like Hughes has been doing with that. But we've got to be playing Cook really, haven't we? Top goal scorer, and we've kept him in January, which really is a big plus for us. That since the reserve fixture, they've won 4, lost 3, and drawn 3 in all competitions. They've won 4, lost 5, and drawn 3. If you add in the Pizza Cup loss to Everton under 21s, and an FA Cup game that they lost as well. In the last 16 games, they've won 5, lost 8, and drawn 4. So not very good there, their form. And their key players, really, Danny Johnson, although it looks like he could be playing his debut against us, might not be. He was on the bench, I think, for the last game against Doncaster. He's got 12 goals and 2 assists at Walsall this season. And Louis Reed has come in January as well. And then other than that, obviously Ollie Hawkins has gone. to Gillingham. They've lost a couple, but they brought a couple in as well. So I think they're the two danger men, really. Not danger men, but Louis Reed is a very good player at this level. But if there's any other key players, let me know in the comments down below. On to the head-to-heads. We played 75 games against them, won 28, drawn 17 and lost 24. So there's a lot of inconsistency in this fixture. They're inconsistent, we're inconsistent. In terms of the head-to-heads, pretty inconsistent in terms of wins to losses. The first game, if anyone went, let me know in the comments down below. It was the 6th of December 1947. The first win was the 25th of August 1948, and they were both 1-0. 1-0 defeat with the first game, and the first win was a 1-0 win, obviously. The last 5, we've lost 1. And won 4. So last 5 games have been pretty good, and if you make that the last 7, then we've lost 2 and won 5. So we've been pretty good against them recently. If we can carry that on, that would be very good. And Mark Hughes' first game in charge of Bradford City was against Mansfield last season, which was a 2-0 loss. So since then, have we gone forwards? Yes, very much so. We were lower mid-table then. Now we're in a promotion fight, which, like I say, it's exciting playing against these big teams. It's very nerve-wracking as well, but we've got to come out of these games unscathed. Let me know your team in the comments down below. My team, I'd go with a 3-5-2. I haven't listened to his press conference yet, so I don't know how match fit Stubbs is. I don't know if Chapman's available. Obviously, he didn't play in the last game. Walker should be back, so if he ain't, I would go Walker in the number 10. If Stubbs isn't available and he's unfit, but he's past the medical, so he must be. But if he ain't, do you put Odesino in the back 3? But I would go with a 3-5-2. I'd go Halliday right wing back. You could play Gilead there. Stubbs, Platt, Critchlow as your 3. Platt and Critchlow have been brilliant this season, and if Stubbs to believe how good he is, he can come straight into that hopefully. And it would make us a bit, it would improve us defensively, although we haven't been bad there. But I think it would give Bowler the licence to go forward down that left. Smallwood and Clayton, I think they could control the ball well. Chapman, and then could you go Cook and Oliver? I've put them in, but whether you go with them, I don't know. You might want to go with I won't put Costello in. If I want to put Cook and Oliver in, then it would probably be Isa up there for Oliver. Just because I think Cook will be up for it today against his former club. Didn't have the best of spells at Mansfield. I think he'll be up for it. So I would go Cook over Oliver if it don't really work. But I think I'm going to do a video tomorrow on Cook v Oliver. Can you get them in the same side? We'll find out. But let me know your team. So Lewis in goal, Halliday, Stubbs, Platt, Critchlow, Bowler, Smallwood, Clayton, Chapman, Cook and Oliver. But if Chapman's unavailable, I'd go Walker. And if Stubbs isn't necessarily match fit or hasn't trained as much, or if he's even trained with us, then I would throw Odesino in because I think he's suited to a 3 at the back. Or would Hughes go with a 4-2-3-1? Would he go back to that? I don't think he will. I think he's past that. Could he go for a 4-4-2, which is obviously a fan favourite, whether we should play it or not. And then there's the diamond. Does he stick with that? I don't see why he's brought Stubbs in if he ain't going to be playing a 3 at the back, in my opinion. So I think he could go with a 3 at the back if Stubbs is available. And I think I would, to get the best out of the players we've got. So let me know your team in the comments down below. Let me know your score predictions. I'm going to go 1-0. I think we'll just edge it and Andy Cook to score, whether it's off the bench or starting. And let me know anything else, key players, past and present, or just your score predictions. Have a good one.